We said the same thing.
Not enough.
We were contractually bound to say 8 times a day.
I think Susan just mouthed it.
I wanted to say I met you many years ago, early in your career. I was a producing intern at WUSA in Washington, D.C. when you were making Nothing in Common, and you showed up with Celia Ward, and I met you at your limo and brought you into the green room. And it's such an amazing privilege to be
Wow.
here. All
Boy,
these
I
years.
hope we were nice.
You're awesome, and I had the most wonderful experience with you, so thank you. And I do have a question. I love that you brought up God before, and I was just wondering if you could speak more on that, about your personal beliefs about God.
When my parents were married, my mom was a Catholic. Then my dad married a woman who answered the door to Mormon missionaries, and so everybody became Mormon very quickly. When that divorce went south, I went to live with my Nazarene aunt, who was that 2 hours of church services followed by the pastor coming over for dinner and asking a blessing that went on for 40 minutes while the food got cold. I had my own. The funniest guys at Bret Hart Junior High were all Jews. The prettiest girls at Skyline High School all went to the First Covenant Church. The first time I got married, in 1980, I went to the Episcopal Church and was told in no uncertain terms by the radical gay priest that this was not a hiring hall, and we were to become members of the Church of the Holy Apostles community, or we could hightail it out of there. And I have been chrismated by the Greek Orthodox Church. Thank you very much. That is all a long explanation of the official, nomenclature of religions. I think that I have a number of really good friends whose lives were saved by 12-step programs. And when they talk about their higher power, it is their higher power. God is they define God. And I think that's another reason why I was able to, I reacted so strongly to our daily quote from Fred Rogers that anybody can pray, no matter where your standing is on the spiritual spectrum. Anybody can say, thank you, God, and that's got an awful lot of power behind it.
All right, we have time for one or two more, and there's so many hands. I was like way in the back in the dark. You're always sitting there, I think, too. Yes, go. Yes.
Great movie, of course. You have changed our lives. My question, and I don't know if you were able to answer, but it's curious to me. In the recreation of the backstage filming of the show, I noticed a lot of females in that scene. And back in those days, I was wondering, was that unique to his show? Do you know? Or was this a creation with women on the set? Usually in those days, it's mostly men.
Interesting.
You go to WQED, and it's as diverse a population as you're going to see. It was a accurate reflection of what was going on there. We had the stage manager, his executive producer. I think most of the front office staff were in fact women, and I'm going to lay claim that it's an accurate portrayal of what the ratio was.
It is. I mean, those female producers went on and still work on Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, which is on television as we speak.
So cool. Okay, yes, hi.
Such an emotional punch from this film. We went through a whole package of tissues, sobbing buckets. But I love what you said about the simplicity and purity of playing this character, which is not what you usually play, because it brought to mind in me, of course, Forrest Gump. And I just wondered if you saw any of the parallels in the two characters, because it certainly brought it to mind before you.
Parallels between Forrest Gump and Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, the simplicity and the purity.
With the simplicity.
With Forrest, to me, just such a beautiful, simple message.
I think I can only answer that question in a room full of actors, because we're all on this same journey, taking something that's a blueprint on paper and trying to wrap our heads around it. And if I can speak accurately about Forrest Gump, which I think was made in 1951. Excuse me, 53, because Ernest Borgnine turned down the road. The work there was all about common sense, is that Forrest could not operate any faster than his own common sense. And that common sense came out of what he learned from his mother, what he learned from Bubba, what he learned from the family, what he learned from Jimmy. And then what his experience was. But even his experiential learning was slower than what he was told. Mr. Rogers made his common sense by a long series of very specific decisions that he made. I think it was one of the great things about the documentary was that he had seen children being entertained with cartoons, being sold toys, and being entertained by people getting pies in the face and conked on the head. And that's what he's seeing television literally as it was in like 1949. He had one of the first TVs in Latrobe, and he just thought, this is hideous. And he was leaning towards the seminary anyway. He was looking to become an ordained minister. So that show that he put out is his ministry. It's equal to a church and a flock of parishioners. When he was working on a specific theme that he was trying to crack, and I think more often than not, it was probably during the Land of Make-Believe sequences, if he wasn't able to find the verbiage or the vocabulary, he didn't think he was dealing with a subject matter, he would halt production, go talk to his advisors from the seminary, the child psychologists that he worked with, so that I think that if I was going to say what's the similarities between the two, I would only say is that there is on one hand, it's a slowness of understanding in Forrest Gump, and on the other hand, for Mr. Rogers, it's a slowness of presentation, that it takes time. It has to land. We just did an interview together, and Matthew was talking about the pauses in the show, and I think this is Mari Helder's bold aspect. And one is at the beginning to show to open the show in real time, and how often, Mr. Rogers says, "Hi, television neighbor." Pause. It's good to see you today. Pause. Did you see what I brought? Pause. And there were filmmakers who would cut that shit out. So you need to be under 201 on this, and otherwise I'm going to lose Final Cut. But that was part of it, and I don't think we thought we were making a brand of medicine for today's times when we were shooting this. But I think that pause, that slow, still thing, particularly in the Chinese food restaurants. That's first of all, I'm getting a little goosebumps talking about it. First of all, that was Mari, because we were sitting there doing it. It was a scene like actors love, and we had like 4 pages of dialogue, and we were eating Chinese food, working all that kind of stuff out. He's got his thing, and I've got mine, and I said, Mari, are you really going to do this in real time? You really? And she went. And I said, well, that's either a deep throw, man, or something. We just cut. And then she didn't cut it, and it stayed right there. And that Matthew went to the place that he
So great. Now, guys, we have to go. I just asked you, I have to get them somewhere else now, so if they can just leave, if you can just stay, don't storm the stage. I do have to get them going. But I just want to say, what are the 3 things we learned today, neighbors? Be kind, be kind, be kind. Thank you guys for coming out.